Okay, good morning, students. Let's start this session.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Okay, good morning, all. Where is our Okay, in the last lecture, we have started asymptotic notations. That's a big O and a big omega that we have discussed. Okay, see, big O that means you have to just simply find out the C and N0 for this equation. F of n is something given, and you have to just use any constant value. And after that constant value, we can say that our C into G of n is always greater than or equal to compared to F of n. So that's we have to just find out this n0 value. So we can say that after n0, for all the values of n, greater than n0, this function is greater than or equal to F of n. That's a big O. We are just simply find out the upper bound. These are the examples that we have seen. Opposite big omega. That means again here we have to just find out the n0 value. So we can say that greater than n0 value, C into G of n is less than or equal to. C into G of n is less than or equal to F of n, or you can say that F of n is greater than or equal to compared to G of n. So that's a big omega, or this is known as the lower bound, minimum time. Okay, in last lecture we have seen this example of up to this one. And today we have to start theta. But before that, let's solve one or two questions. Okay, all of you just try to solve this question and give me the answer in chat box. Where is our browser? Yeah. Okay, try to solve this question and give me the answer just ABCD. I think all of you are aware about this two functions, n raised to k and c raised to n. Which one is higher, which one is smaller? As of now, you don't take care about this option C, theta, because theta we will discuss after 5 minutes. Okay, one answer from the Baudit, that's option A. Okay, what about the other students? Okay, Smriti A. Okay, yes, answer A is the correct answer, because we know that n raised to square, I mean, so n raised to k and c raised to n, so c raised to n is higher, greater than compared to this one. So we always write the order, because this is the upper bound compared to this given function. Okay, guys. Now next one. Your option A is the correct answer. Similar type of question, just function is different here. What is the answer here, guys? I'm waiting for your answer. Huh? Yes, option B. Because here n raised to 3 n cube log n base 2 is higher or is greater than compared to this 3n log n. So if it is higher and this function is smaller, so we just simply write here use minimum time, or you can say that the omega, big omega. Okay guys, so your option B is correct one. If any query in these two questions, then you can ask me. Any doubt? Any query? All of you clear? Then move to next one. Okay. Okay, next question. What is the meaning or definition of this asymptotic notations? That's one theoretical question. What is mean when we say that an algorithm X is asymptotically more efficient than Y? That means X algorithm is efficient compared to Y. So we have to choose the options. What's your answer? Option D. Okay. No. Just try to remember the starting efficient algorithm. What is the meaning of efficient algorithm and what we have to focus? So, okay, let me just show one graph. Yeah. What is the meaning of this graph? Okay, that is a theta. Let's discuss the different simple one, big omega. Yeah. What is the meaning of this one? Can anyone explain me? Less than n0. What is the meaning of your graph less than n0? Yes, Srinarayan, and this option, I think B was correct. I am not sure about the options. But just give me the answer for this question. All of you. What is the meaning of this graph? Less than n0. See, just try to recall.
Sir, after n0, the function will be having a correct, like perfect nature, either linear, quadratic, or cubic, or constant.
Yes, Vidhi, correct. But after n0, but before n0, we cannot say anything. And as per the definition of the efficient algorithm, we are just concerned about the large input. If you just take about a small input, then I think it doesn't matter. That we have also discussed. if just input number of input size n, that's something like 5 to 10, then it doesn't matter. It's just simply difference between 1 or 2 seconds. It might be possible that less than n0, your definition will be something wrong, or it may be reverse. For example, here g of n is greater than compared to f of n, but after n0, option is means answer is different. So normally we are just discuss or concern about the large input. We are not focusing on the small input. So we cannot say that it's completely for all input. No, only for the large input. That's why here option D is wrong. We cannot say that for all the input. We are saying that only for the large inputs. So that's why option B for Bombay is correct. Clear? See, first of all, option A and C, that's totally just eliminated, because we don't want to talk about the small inputs as an efficient algorithm. And option D, we cannot say that because just consider all the inputs. So as we see in the graph, less than n0, our definition, it might be wrong. We are not sure about all the inputs, but we are sure about the large input. That's why here option B is correct. I hope all of you clear up to this one. Or is there any query in this question 3? Yes, with
Clear,
you
sir.
correct. Okay, good. Any doubt, then you can ask me anytime. Next question. Okay, but only 3 questions up to this one. So let's move to the our PPT. And let me close that. Yeah. Okay, so now let's start the next one. Theta. Yeah, this one. So what is a theta? So theta, commonly written as this theta symbol, is an asymptotic notation to denote asymptotically tight bound exact answer. Not greater than, not less than, something like that. So that's the exact answer. So that is the theta. For example, here f of n is theta of g of n is for some real constant c1 and c2, and n0 is a positive constant number. c1 into g of n, c1 into g of n is less than f of n, is less than c2 into g of n for every input size of n, that is n greater than n0. That means we are just simply finding out here two constants, c1 and c2. n0, that's common. But other than n0, we are just finding c1 and c2. In that case, c1 into g of n is less than compared to f of n, or c2 is greater than compared to f of n. Let's see the example. See, f of n is equal to 2n square plus n. So we can write this theta of g of n square. Here we have to give the answer yes or no. So let's take one example, c1 into n square, that's the g of n. So just simply definition, this one, c1 into g of n less than f of n less than c2, and choose the constant any value, and your function is correct. That's why your g of n square is correct. That we have seen the similar example of last lecture. Okay, but now I want to just give the simple answer. For example, let me open my notepad. Let's take one small example, and I want to give the answer for big O, big omega, and theta. All 3 answers. Yeah, I'm just writing here f of n is equal to 2n square, just n square plus 5n. So what is the answer? So big O. For big O, we can write n square, or you can write n raised to 3, or greater than n raised to 3, something like all the answers, n raised to 4 and all the things. Big omega, big omega, I cannot draw the symbol here theta, so I'm just writing big omega and answer something like n square or n or 1. Am I right? But now big theta or just only theta, that's only answer n square. That's equal to tight bound, exact answer. We cannot write here theta of n cube and raised to 4. We cannot write. Even we cannot write here theta of n or theta of 1. We have to write the exact answer. That's a theta, tight bound. Here it's upper bound by minimum n square, or you can just greater than n square. You can write n cube, n4, n5, n raised to 6, anything. Here big omega, you have to write down the less than or equal to. So equal to that's n square, or less than that's n or 1. Here it's a theta bound, exact tight bound, so you have to just simply write the exact answer n square only. So this is the theta, tight bound. Now let's see the example. Okay, only one example. Let's move to the next two notations that is not in our syllabus, but I want to discuss as a part of your higher study or it may be competitive exam. So other two notations, that's a small o and small omega. See, as I discussed in last lecture, there are total 5 notations. First one, big O. Second one, big omega. Third one, theta. Fourth one, small o, and fifth one, small omega. So first of all, is there any query in these 3 notations? Then ask me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you please repeat for the
Theta.
theta?
Okay. Yeah. Repeat. See, what is the definitions? Definitions for this one, we have to find out the two constant C1 into G of n, that is less than f of n, and find out the C2 into G of n, that is greater than. That means, see, obviously just we are just depending on here, that's a C1 and C2. Otherwise G of n, it's common. So just think about the logically, so function is G of n, it's only one function, and you are to just going to find out this one time is less than and second time it's greater than. So just depends on C1 and C2. Rest other, these 3 functions are similar to same. That means we are just giving here the tight bound. Just read the first point. Asymptotically tight bound on a growth rate of runtime of an algorithm. Tight bound, or you can say that the exit bound. जैसे मैंने नहीं एग्जांपल बताया था कि ये टॉपिक कब खत्म होगा, आप मुझे पूछते हो सर ये टॉपिक कब खत्म होगा, मुझे पता है कि भाई 25 जून खत्म हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज माय थीटा. ठीक है, अगर पर मैं उसे 25 जून और उसके बाद और थोड़ा बताता हूँ सेफ साइड, फॉर एग्जांपल 27 जून को भाई खत्म हो ही जाएगा. सो दिस इज माय बिग ओ, अपर बाउंड. तो भाई मैक्सिमम इतना टाइम लगेगा, उससे पहले तो मैं कर ही दूंगा. ठीक है, और मिनिमम, सो मिनिमम में मैं लिख सकता हूँ भाई 24 जून तक तो मुझे टाइम चाहिए, उससे पहले तो नहीं होगा. सो दिस इज माय बिग ओमेगा. सो बिग ओमेगा में यहाँ पे आप लिख सकते हो 25 ऑल्सो लिख सकते हो कि भाई उतना टाइम तो मुझे चाहिए, बोले दैट इज एग्जैक्ट बाउंड और टाइट बाउंड. ठीक है, सो बिग ओमेगा मिनिमम, बिग ओ मैक्सिमम, और हियर थीटा एक्स एग्जैक्ट. So for this given function n square plus 5n, what is the exact answer? Time complexity. So we just simply write the n square. We cannot write n raised to 3. It's simply greater than. Or you can also write. You cannot write here only n because n is less than compared to this given f of n. So what is equal? हमें equal to find करना है. So equal is only this one. And that's why normally we are simply using the theta or it may be big omega. और as I said that in routine life हम normally क्या use करते हैं, सेफ साइड रहने के लिए upper bound use करते हैं, इसलिए मोस्टली सारे एल्गोरिथम में थीटा या तो बिग ओ यूज करते हैं इन रूटीन लाइफ. जहाँ भी थोड़ा सा डाउट हो तो हम नॉर्मली बिग ओ यूज करते हैं, और इफ यू आर श्योर देन सिंपली यूज द थीटा, एग्जैक्ट आंसर. that's our theta. So theta is the exact answer, tight bound. जो इक्वल आ रहा है ना वही फाइंड करना है. So equal are also बेनिफिट क्या होगा, यहाँ पे कांस्टेंट अलग अलग ले लो C1 and C2, then you will get this graph. C1 में छोटा कांस्टेंट होगा तो you will always get the less than, or C2 is something higher, then it's always greater than. And this is the example. देखो यहाँ पे just खाली C1 into G of n less than or equal to f of n less than or equal to C2 G of n. Okay, any query, any doubt? जिसने क्वेश्चन पूछा था उसको क्लियर, किसने क्वेश्चन पूछा था मुझे नाम याद नहीं, बट
Yes, sir.
yeah, clear, no? Okay. So let's move to the other two notations. Small o. A small o, उसमें हमें खाली equal to यहाँ से निकल देना. You have to just simply find out the less than, or you can say that f of n should less than compared to c into g of n. मतलब जो उसमें maximum time लिख रहा था ना, ये जो example है, this one. big O में क्या लिख रहे थे, n square, n cube, n raised to 4. बट स्मॉल o में मैं इक्वल वाला नहीं लिख सकता हूँ, उससे हायर ही लिखना है. So that we can say that f of n is less than only, not equal. Just follow this definition. Here it's a less than. And this is the example. If it is here n, then you have to write the answer greater than n only. Greater than n. It may be something like n log n square, n cube, anything. But you have to write the answer greater than n. Or you cannot write here for this function, if it is a n square, then you cannot write here n square because of this small o. मतलब उसे तो हायर ही लिखना था, g of n should be higher और f of n should be less than. Similarly, small omega, that's opposite side. कि भाई g of n है वो छोटा होना चाहिए और f of n को हायर बनाना है. f of n should be higher. So मुझे आंसर में जो लिखना है, whatever we are just writing in answer, that should be less than. See, here f of n square is given, n square is given. So we can write here n or 1. Here we can write n or 1. We cannot write n square because it is equal. Again back to this one, this example. Big O I have written, big omega I have written, theta also written. Now I am just writing here small o. So what is the answer for the small o? Small o, that means upper bound. तो मुझे जो आंसर दिया है, whatever this f of n is given, I have to write the answer here greater than this one. So I can write here n raised to 3, order of n raised to 4, and so on. Small omega. Here it's a small omega. So I cannot write here n square, but I can write here n and 1. So these 5 asymptotic notations here is complete. Again, let's see the properties, then you will be idea clear on, so more clear on this asymptotic notations. Let's take here f and g be a two functions and a and b the real numbers. If f of x is order of g of x, f of x is order of g of x, then you just simply write a less than or equal to b. That's the real numbers, a less than or equal to b. A is belong to the f of x and b is belong to order of g of x. Similarly, if f of x is omega, big omega or ohm, so you can write here a greater than or equal to b. If it is theta, that must be equal to small o, a less than. So you just simply remove the equal to sign, and small omega, then a greater than b. So this is the analogy between asymptotic notations and real numbers. Few properties That already I think we have discussed, but see in detail. So first property, if f of n is order of g of n, then a into f of n is order of g of n for every a greater than 0. That means we are just simply ignoring this constant value. F of n is equal to 100 into n, so we just simply write here order of n only. We are just simply focusing the terms of small n. Second property, if f of n is order of g of n and d of n is order of e of n, then if summation, if f of n plus d of n, we are just simplifying out the summation of these two, then we write the answer order of maximum of these two. That's also just simply this one. Here you just simply assume that n square is first function, 5 into n is another function, second function. We are just simply writing the combined answer, that's a maximum of these two. That's a big O. That is the plus. But if it is multiplication, then simply apply the multiplication. For multiplication, I just simply can say that f of n is equal to 5 or 5 into n into n. So we just simply write the answer order of n square on. That's a multiplication. If it is summation, then you just simply consider the maximum of that. And if it is multiplication, then consider the multiplication, means apply the multiplication. Reflexive property, that's a big O. That means if f of n is order of f of n, then you can just simply, okay, then you can write reverse also, that's a reflexive. For example, a similar function. See, just simply reflexive, observe these first three. Now what is the answer for the given function? Same. Or you can also write the another one example. F of n is equal to n or n square, let's. Okay. So you can also write this this way also. Because both the side it's n square. And we can write equal to for these three, big O, big omega and theta. So that's a reflexive property, big omega theta. But we cannot write this one. Let's see another example for that one. F of n is n square. And let's try to write, what is the answer for the small omega? Can you give me the answer? Small omega. What is the answer here? Can anyone?
Sir, n
N cube.
cube.
Small omega. N only.
Okay,
If
sir.
you
N only.
reverse. Yeah, N only. Yeah. So your answer is N. So you cannot write this way also, no? Means you cannot write the reverse thing, both these things. For example, I am just writing one statement is correct, but second is wrong. First statement is correct, okay? But you cannot write here f of n, I am to write here n square. So first statement is correct. N square is small omega of n. For the given n square, you can write small omega n. But reverse you cannot write. That's why small omega and small o, these two notations are not reflexive. Any doubt? जिन्होंने आंसर दिया दैट्स करेक्ट, मीन्स उनको तो क्लियर हो चुका है, उसके अलावा किसी को डाउट हो तो ओके. So first property is correct, means solve, reflexive. See, this kind of property I'm just asking, or you will, means it will helpful in competitive exams and great exams. Okay, so it's a very something like it's not an easy, But in our theoretical exam, just you have to find out the answer for the given function. You just the function is given and you have to write the answers. Okay. Now next one, second property, symmetric. Symmetric, that means both the way same. So that's only theta because the theta is equal. Tag bound. Reverse thing you cannot write for all the all other notations like big O, big omega, small omega. And that is the given function. See, this one. You cannot write always this one. Transitive, so we know that if A less than B, B less than C, then we can write A less than C. That's a normal property, that's a transitivity. So let's take an example here. F of n is order of g of n. So what is the meaning of this one? For the given statement, for the first point, f of n is order of g of n, order of g of n. So that is the meaning f of n is less than or equal to g of n. Second, g of n is less than or equal to h of n. You can simply write here f of n is less than or equal to h of n. So that's a transitivity property. So that's a simple one. So this transitivity property for all the notations, all 5 notations, big O, big omega, theta, small and small omega. Symmetric transpose. Symmetric transpose, that means for the given this one, you can also write that g of n is greater than or equal to f of n. Both are same. So for the first one, you use the simple big O. And here for this function, you can use big omega. So that's a function here given. F of n is order of g of n. If and only if g of n is again. G of n is equal to big O f of n. Similarly, small o and small omega. That's a symmetric transpose. Okay, so these are the 4 properties. That's a discrete property of asymptotic notations: reflexivity, symmetric, transitivity, and symmetric transpose. Now, next one, just simply find out the time complexity for the given code. Similar kind of question, this one. If I is equal to 0, sorry, I is equal to 10, printf I 10 plus 5, and just find out the time complexity. But before that, let's take this slide. That's a mathematical logarithmic functions. What is the meaning of log, ln, lg? When we simply write the log n and ln. So what is the difference between these two and what is a few terms? So let's take first one, binary algorithm. So what is the meaning of binary algorithm? Binary algorithm, that means at every step we have 2 possibilities. That's the meaning of binary. We can just simply move the left hand side over to the right hand side, something like that. So in that case, just 2 possibilities. That's here log base 2. Just observe my cursor. For that, we are just writing here lg space n, or it's equal to log and log n base 2. If it is natural algorithm, then it's a log n base e. Okay, so that's the difference between these two: log n base 2, log n base e. Normally, we are just talk about this binary, but I want to say that it's a different compared to natural logarithm. Okay, now other terms, log x raised to y. So you can y, just write it in front of log x. So that is equal to y log x. If it is a log xy, then log x plus log y. If it is division, then you can write here subtraction. Okay, here log n raised to k, so you can write this way also. Here it's a 2 times log n, so this is the meaning of this one using brackets. A raised to log x base b, so you can also write x raised to log a base b. Yeah, just simply changing these actual content. Base is as it is. And this another way, log x base b, so you can write log x divided by log b. Base you can write anything here, any constant value. So these are the normal mathematical terms with respect to logarithm. Because in the future we are just simply writing what is the meaning of n log n, n square log n. So you will be idea means more clear about that. What is the meaning of log? Okay, now let's move to the find the time complexity for the given code, or you can say the analyzing control statement. So first one, sequencing. Okay, but before that, is there any query, any doubt up to this one?
Okay.
So let's continue. Yeah, now sequencing. Sequencing means you're just putting one instruction after one, or you can set the step by step. For example, I is equal to 10, printf I is equal to 10 plus 5, something like that. So here, each instruction execute only one time. So we are just simply kind of find out the assume that 1 second for one instruction. So just simply take the 3 seconds. Second, I just simply assume I want to just give in terms of time. That's why. So for the given 3-line code, time complexity is a t of n is equal to 3. That's a normal sequencing. Number of statement, number of seconds. If I'm just talking about a simple assignment statement. Now let's move to the if any something like looping, conditional, for loop, while loop, recursive call. So how we like? So for loop, yeah, observe this point. I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Okay, so just find the time complexity for this one. So what is the meaning of this one? That's I is equal to 1. Because these terms execute only one time in your code. First time only. Then I less than or equal to n. This condition, how many times we are checking? N plus 1. It is equal to n, but n plus 1 at the time condition falls and will out of the loop. So that's why I just simply check here n plus 1 time. Plus n for this statement, this term I plus plus. And end, last n, this one, is equal to printf statement. That is also execute n time. So this is your total time complexity, 1 plus n plus 1 plus n plus n, something like this one, and you will get the answer. Or what is the upper bound for this one? Order of n, because only one for loop. So we just simply write here order of n, big O of n, big omega of n, theta of n. Similar, next code, two for loop or nested for loop. So nested for loop, we simply know that in short form, just directly n square. Or if you want to write the term by term, so let's execute here. I is equal to 1, only one time. I less than or equal to n, that's n plus 1. I plus plus n. Multiplication, because it's a nested. J is equal to 1. That's, see, it's already we have just multiplied by multiplication. That's I'm just writing here 1. J less than or equal to n, so that's n plus 1. J plus plus and printf statement, that is also n. And just simply apply the or solve this equation, you will get the answer this one, 6n square plus 10n plus 4. Our final answer n square, because of the two nested for loop. So these are the basic simple examples. Similarly, recursive. So what is the meaning of the recursive call? Recursion is a process in which one function call itself, means function call itself, खुद को call करना. So let's take one example function Fibonacci series. Okay, if n less than or equal to 2, then return 1. If n greater than 2, then just simply return Fibonacci n minus 1 plus Fibonacci n minus 2. That means here it's a recursive call. From this point, you are again call the same function. So this for this recursion, you can write here time complexity t of n is equal to 2 plus t of n minus 1 plus t of n minus 2. So what is the meaning of plus 2? The first two यहाँ पे लिखा है T of n equal to 2, that's for these two lines, if statement and return one. Time complexity T of n minus 1, that means again recursive function. First time we have, but now second time we are just calling here n minus. That's why here capital T n minus 1. Similar to here capital T n minus 2. So this is the recurrence relation. Now question is, sir, how we can find out the time complexity for this recurrence relation? That will be studied in next unit. This equation is known as the recurrence relation. Recurrence relation equation. Recursive. And in next unit we will discuss how to solve this recurrence relation using master methods, divide and conquer methods. Let's take few examples here. Just simply take n is equal to 3, then you will get the something answer 4. Then put the T of 4, then you will answer 7 and so on. But in detail we will discuss in next unit how to find out the time complexity for the given code or given recurrence relations. So let's take few examples without recursions, normal looping, for loop, while loop. Okay. So just let's solve the example first one and give me the answer in your chat box. What is the answer for the given code here?
Sir, O of n square.
Okay, n square, n square. Is there any other answer? Okay, so n square is a wrong answer. Please carefully observe the given code. Now you can write here n square plus 2, so I'm just simply considering n square only. I want the answer in terms of n only. I don't want to answer exact something like n square plus 5 and no. I want n square, that's fine. But n square is a wrong answer. Just simply observe the code. Here one statement is important. Just simply execute the code and give me the answer. Just trace the code line by line. Don't be hurry, just take your time. It's your full time. Yes, with the answer is order of n. Why? Because of the break
Because
statement.
of break statement.
Yeah. See, just all of you observe here. Outer for loop, that's fine. It will execute integer I is equal to 1 to n. That's correct. But inner for loop, it just simply execute every time. It's only one time because of the break statement. Every time just starting j is equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to n. Correct. Condition true. Printf start, but break. So it will not execute j is equal to 2 here. Every time just starting from j is equal to 1 and something print the star and break. So this for loop execute only one time, means you can say that the n time. That's why total time complexity for the given code is n only. This is the answer. If any query, then you can ask me why this answer. I hope all of you clear. Now next one. Try to solve this question. Take your time. Don't be hurry. Just take at least 2-3 minutes and then give me the answer. कोई जल्दी नहीं है. But I want the correct answer from all of you. Okay, n raised to 4. Let me check my answer and then. Okay, okay. I don't know. I don't want to share any answer. Okay. What about the other students? And order of n, order of log n, order of log n. Okay, I don't know. What about the other students? Okay, guys. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is n raised to 5. This guys here answer is n raised to 5. Let's just simply observe here. Where is my notepad? Yeah. Okay, so let's take one by one. Outer for loop, it will execute n, I is equal to 0 and I less than n. Okay. Inner for loop, j. So that is the j is equal to starting from 0. J less than or equal to 0 means no. But when I plus plus, j is equal to 1. 1 less than 1, no. I is equal to 2, yeah, 2. So j is equal to 2 and j 2 less than 4. So directly double, or you can say that the square. So your upper bound you are just simply writing here n raised to 2 because of this I into I. Correct? Every time it's just simply double. If I is equal to 2, then 4, then I is equal to 3, then 9, I is equal to 4, then 16. I hope clear up to this one. Okay, and inner for loop means again next one, third for loop, k is equal to 0, k less than j. So what is a j? So that is j is also here n square. That's why you just simply write here n square. And multiplication of these 3. So that's upper bound n raised to 5. Here it's must be upper bound because it's not equal to here. So here it's must be here upper bound maximum limit. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं होगा because if you take about the small input then it will not matter here, but greater than 2 it's you will get the answer n raised to 5. Again, I value for loop that's only one time, that's a n. Here I into I, that's why here n square. And that is for the which variable small j. Here it's a I. J is equal to n square. Here again k less than j. That's again it's a n square only. So that's why here it's a n square for the third inner for loop. And the multiplication of these 3, you will get the n raised to 5. I hope all of you clear. Okay, this is the
Yes,
answer.
sir.
Yeah. First execute n time, here n is to n, or here it's also n is to n. Okay. Let's see more example, but okay, more example we will discuss in next lecture. I will give at least 3 to 5 questions on this programming, and you have to find out the time complexity. Okay, and then we move to the linear search and searching and sorting. Okay, now I'm taking attendance. Okay, Ayush, Manav, Anuj.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Okay,
Yes, sir. Anuj present.
yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, now I can see your name. Who is speaking? Okay. Hmm. Manav, Ayush present, no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. I'm present.
Sir, I was
Ayush.
present.
Yeah, okay. Manav present, Ayush present, Anuj present. Anuj present. Okay. Riddhi, Vidhi, just
Present, sir.
okay. Riddhi present, Vidhi present, just
Yes, sir.
present. Mansi, Nikita, Rohan. Mansi present, Nikita present, Rohan. No. Bipin, Manthan, Mohammed.
Present, sir.
Yes,
Present,
sir.
sir.
Manthan, Bipin present. Mohammed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, present. Smith, Devans, Divyajit.
Present, sir.
Smith. Okay, all three present. Smith, Devans, and Divyajit. Yasang, Dipeng, Tushar. Yasang present. Dipen
Present.
present. Tushar
Present.
present. Yeah. Yes, Thakur present. Darshan Maniyar, Darshan Parmar.
Mania present.
All present. Okay. Udayraj, Rishabh, Ivansi.
Rishabh present, sir.
Okay. Rishabh present. Udayraj absent. Ivansi absent. Ayush, Harshvardhan,
Present, sir.
Vijay. Okay, Ayush present. Harshvardhan present. Vijay Raj absent. Deep, Bharti, Avinash. Okay, Vijay Raj present, Deep present, and Avinash present. Bharti, are you there? Pranjul, Preet, Arjan present. Marana, Tanmay, Jignesh. Raj, Dhruvi, Naitik.
Raj
Yes, sir.
present, sir.
Okay, Raj and Dhruvi. Naitik, are you there? No. Dharmik, Mohammad Kaif, Krunal.
Present, sir.
Okay, Dharmik present. Krunal, nothing. Okay,
Present, sir.
Krunal, yeah, present. Janvi, Nidhi, Arpit.
Present, sir.
Janvi present, Nidhi present, Arpit present. Meghna, Yash, Bhavdeep. Meghna present, Yash present, Bhavdeep present.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Divya, Safe, Samir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Divya present. Yeah. Safely,
Yes, sir.
nothing. Okay, present. Isa, Vibhusa, Om. Isa, Vibhusa, Om. Om absent. Hitesh, Sushil Prasad, Aditya. Hitesh present.
Sushil Prasad, present, sir.
Present. Okay. Aditya.
Present, sir.
Jay, Priyank, Srinarayan, present. Okay.
Present, sir.
Priyank, present. Nikita, Girish. Okay. F. Shira, present. Kalab, Aljar, present. Aljar, present. All three present. Okay. Biniam, Vaigave, Tema, Biniam, no.
Pema, present, sir.
Okay. Tema is only present. Udgen,
Again, present, sir.
present. Good. Darshan Raj, Aditya.
Present, sir.
Aditya present, sir.
Okay.
Darshan, present, sir.
Yeah. Tushar, Pathik, present. Volde, Jaideep, Smriti. Volde, Jaideep, no. Vaisali, Vasu, Krunal.
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Okay, all three present. And Raj, Paliwad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, present. Let's verify the absent number and then leave if you have any doubt.
Sir, AI 58 also, sir.
Yeah, just wait a minute. Huh? I am to share my absent numbers and then
Sir, AI 24 Preet present, sir.
Preet, okay.
Sir, AI 58 also, sir.
Okay, Preet present 24, 58. That already present.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Girish, yeah, sorry, present. You can see my screen. These are the absent numbers. Okay, guys, you may leave. Take care, bye bye.